Good morning. It's Thursday morning here in Cypress, Texas. So when I got up this morning 45 minutes before my alarm went off. And I'm like, well, let's read the scriptures, right? So just like Genesis, nothing new in Genesis popped out at me, right? And then I got to Psalms, and Psalms 24. The Be strong and take courage, all of you who wait on the Lord. That's packed full of stuff. Okay, so what does waiting on the Lord mean? It doesn't mean do nothing. It doesn't mean just hold what you got until God gets around to you. It don't mean that at all. Because God doesn't just get around to you. God is paying attention to you every second. Every word that you say, especially every word that you say, God is paying attention to and acting on. That is something. Okay. And you ever heard it said that even God can't steer a parked car? All right. The here's what there's a guy that did it all wrong, and his name was Nimrod. And a lot of stuff in the Bible is a reflection of what Nimrod did. Okay, so this is crazy. The whole faith of Baal, which is the same religion that we have to learn about in school. Isn't that wild? We have to learn about it's the Greek and Roman mythology. Okay, this guy Nimrod didn't want to wait on God. Okay, he didn't want to, and it's all the same misinterpretation. He had incredible, he's a very smart person, all right? And I'll tell you how smart he is in a second. And he was extremely resourceful, strong, and, to say he was domineering is a understatement, okay? He was violently domineering, okay? Not dominant. That's what he was, right? And he wanted what he wanted it now. Okay, so he was the one, so he came up, so he saw himself, liking poetry and music and playing and singing and all that kind of stuff, all right? So when he came up with the Greek god Apollo, that's what Apollo represented, okay? And then Zeus, or Jupiter, same one, right? That was representative of who he had to be as a ruler, okay? And so he separated the two. He had like an alter ego, okay? All right. But he did it all he didn't want to believe in God, but he wanted to challenge God. That's why he was building the Tower of Babel, okay? because he wanted to get up to the heavens and to have it out with God, thinking he could whip him, right? And he was able to get all these people to, you know, follow his ideology and help him build it. And that's when, you know, God confused their tongues. Okay, so here's the deal. Imagine somebody with that mindset, right? And that organized ability. I mean, the whole structure of how the military does things is based upon the structure for it that Nimrod put in place. Okay, the whole hierarchy of leadership that's used in the Catholic Church, that's used in the mafia, that's used in the U.S. military, all was designed by this guy Nimrod. Okay, so imagine Nimrod used to go, Nimrod, the whole, you know, the whole Christmas traditions. He came up with all that, right? He used to worship evergreen trees, and he put like presents, gifts under the evergreen trees out in the woods for people to find, right? And you know, that's all his made up religion. Isn't that wild, right? To this day, we're practicing what Nimrod put into place. And that's just wild, right? But just imagine if he'd have taken that whatever charisma he had, and the imagination and organization with imagination. Just think of that. Oh, I mean, this guy had, right? But he did it for selfish reasons. Okay, he didn't do it for God. What if he'd have done it for God? What would that have been like? Wow, you know. Okay, so that's what we're called to do. We are called to take all of our resources, right, and implement them for our Lord. Okay, to promote God. Okay, you know who did that? Jesus did that. Okay, that's just amazing. Okay, so Jesus took the resources of, you know, all of his resources, everything, mental, physical, imagination, right, and directed it to God, right? He did, you know, he took everything, all the talent and strength and power that Nimrod had, and used it to serve God. Okay, so that's what we're meant to do. To wait on the Lord is to believe in the Lord. Okay, it's to believe. Okay, to believe. You know, it's like to know and not to do is not to know. Okay, and to believe is to know, right? You own it. Okay, And if we don't act on it, if we don't act as if we have the power of the creator of the universe behind our actions, then we aren't believing. We don't have faith. Faith without works is dead, right? And so I get it. It's a stall. Okay? It's a stall. What is this? What are people stalling? Because they ain't figured it out. They want to know in their mind before they take action. They want evidence before they take action, which is not faith. Okay? Which is not waiting on the Lord. Okay? All right. And are you picking up what I'm putting down? Okay. Not taking action is due to lack of faith. And lack of faith is not waiting on the Lord. Waiting on the Lord is belief. Okay? Knowing that He's got your back is what waiting on the Lord is all about. All right. Have a great Thursday.